Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody? I hope you are well. I hope you are well. Oh, thank you, Munchie. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Munchie. M. Smith, Callum, hello. Eliza, hello. Gaze Insights, hello, hello. How is everybody? Can you believe? 1 year. It's been 1 year. I really appreciate all of you, all your help and support, especially people like Munchie who've been here from the beginning. Hello, Michelle Eccles. How are you? Just going to pull a few cards for the channel. Munchie, I hope you're feeling well. Let's see. Yeah, and when I started this channel, I started it because I was lonely, depressed, alone. Look at that, breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Wow. And I started reading cards, and reading the cards made me feel better. And I thought, look at that, answering the call. I thought if I could just, if even one person watched my videos, if one person watched one video, then I wouldn't feel so much alone. Navigating by the stars, yep, in the flow, passion and pleasure. Yeah, so I thought, oh, there's another one, narrow pathway. I thought if one person watched one of my videos, I wouldn't feel so alone. And can you believe it? Getting close on 4,000 subscribers, and I don't know if you can guess how many channel views I've had in 1 year. Hello, Pam. Thank you for your kind words. You have nice positive messages, and the world needs more kindness and positivity. Oh, thank you very much, Pam, and thanks, Munchie. Hi, Sydney Observer. I was just saying, I've been doing videos for 1 year, and I've got 3,700-ish subscribers, and I was hopeful that one person would watch one video and I wouldn't feel so alone. And now, oh, hello, Rose Quartz, Blue Butterfly, hello, hello. So my aim was just for one person to watch one video, and then I wouldn't feel so alone. And YouTube tells me I've now had 400,000 views. 400,000. Can you believe it? Poor old Harry, I don't know if it's poor Harry, but Mean Harry has only had, his polo documentary got 500,000 views in a year, and I've had 400,000. So that's just insane to me. But the most important thing for me is this beautiful community that we have here. Fantastic community. And all the loved ones that I've communicated with. It's just amazing. Alrighty. And in that year, how many things have changed? How have things changed for you? Of course, you've been with me as I struggled to find a job, as I did find a job. Yeah, it's been an interesting and tough time. You were all with me when my 19-year-old decided to have a double mastectomy. People sent me such kind messages when I was in the hospital. Yeah, it's been a ride. It's been a journey. grounding. Yeah, you've kept me grounded, that's for sure. That's for sure. Burden. That's the thing. I hope that I've helped some of you ease some of your burdens, because you sure have eased my burdens. Wow, look at those cards just jumping out. What does that one say? Changes? Yep, we've gone through changes together, that's for sure. Struggle? The fish struggling upstream. Look at that, it's so cute. And self-love. And I hope that I've helped you all to look after yourselves a little bit better, because sometimes it is difficult. And look at that, honouring your energy. Oh. Sydney says, you were mentioned on another channel about the incident with Sue Smith, and people remembered you with positivity and admiration. Oh, thank you very much. Eliza, thank you for sharing love and light. Oh, thank you. Seska, happy anniversary. Thank you very much. Blue Butterfly, your readings, even on difficult topics, are always a comfort. Oh, thank you so much. You know, it's been hard and it's been tough, and there have been many times when I felt like giving up and just shutting everything down. Yeah. There's been a lot, obviously, also going on in my family's life, and I don't want to get too much into that, but it's been a very difficult time. Financially, our business that I was running, honestly, that the business wasn't doing very well, and we were at a stage of pretty much we couldn't pay the mortgage, and that's when I got that new job. And I worked 4 days before the end of the month, and they pay monthly, and the salary for those 4 days that paid the mortgage that month, only just. Yeah, and so yeah, it's been a ride, that's for sure. And since then, financially, things are looking more positive. Anger, ooh, what is that? That's passion, that's seizing the day. Huh. Past, present, and future. And see how these, I think they're little birds on top of each other. And I do think that we all form part of a whole. I don't know, maybe it's cliche, but how we interact with the world ripples out, and how you all interact with me ripples out too. Oh, that beautiful sun. Ooh, creativity. Yeah, this has been my creative outlet. Home, yeah, my home away from home, the place, my soft place to fall. And look there, honouring your energy again. I've I started doing painting and art and that kind of thing, but I just felt like I didn't have enough energy to do it. And doing the readings helped me be creative. I'm just looking for the cover for this. Doing the readings helped me be creative, but in a way that I could do it in an immediate way, if that makes sense. Whereas my other art takes a bit more time, and I didn't have energy for that. I still need to go back to my other art. I'm also thinking of taking this channel in a slightly different direction, or adding to it in a way. Like maybe doing like a weekly, just a chat where I talk about the weekly things that have happened. You know, like Janice, she has a weekly roundup, because there's so many stories that happen that I can't read on all of them. And then the other thing I've been thinking about doing is, I see so many miraculous survival stories. So I was thinking I might do that as a separate part, and then people who want to watch the survival stories can watch those. And the point of that is just to, again, bring more positivity and hope into the world. When you can see how other people survive against all odds, yeah, I find those stories very uplifting and hopeful. So I'm going to be giving those a go, but as always, time, when do I do it? Yeah. Irene, hello, how are you? Rose, oh, Rose Coach just sent me 5 coffees. Thank you so much. Yes, and people who want to do donations, I'm always happy with super chats. But if you go to my links, you see it's in the pinned comment. When you click in there, you can click either on my Buy Me a Coffee, which does not take any percentage, or on my PayPal. Thank you very much, Rose Quartz. You're always so kind. Rose Quartz, I need to get back to the land down under, maybe next year. Oh, I hope you're going to visit me. I hope you're going to visit me, Rose Quartz. Okay, let me go and have a see people that have asked questions. Okay. M. Smith wants to know, have my loved ones sent any messages of support for me? Got the angel deck here, M. Smith. Freedom. Freedom. For me, often the freedom means they're free from pain, they're free from stress, they're free from worry. But I'm also getting their freedom like financial freedom in a way. It's almost a message of support of financial freedom. I'm just going to cover up the boobies there because YouTube AI gets very angry if you show some flesh emerging. Oh, you're on the cusp of something exciting. Oh, look at that. New beginnings. Something exciting, new beginnings. The bottom, children. They can be literal children, grandchildren, nephews, nieces, children in your life, or it can be the beginning of a new life in a project. Playfulness. Oh, they want you to have some fun. Retreat. Give yourself refuge. Give yourself sanctuary. And look at that. Listening. They are around you. They hear you. They are listening. Oh, they're watching over you with healing energy. Trust. Trust us and all will be well. I always like to read with more than one deck because then sometimes the message repeats and then that's even more powerful. Let's see this deck. I remember when I started, I think I had one or two decks. That one really wanted to jump out. What is that one? Action. Take some rest and healing, but then also take action. That action card is very positive. You can overcome difficult things. Don't give up kind of energy. Oh, reflection. That's a bit of a dichotomy, eh? That's the rest, retreat, refuge, but also take action. So it's almost like you need to regain some energy. Regain some energy. Oh. Oof. Looking for my Time Traveler's deck. My trusty Time Traveler's deck. Every time I think I'm going to tidy up all my cards, I get busy and then I don't. Time Travelers. There it is. That's the Time Traveler's deck. It feels like that's not the whole deck. Let's see what I've got here. These two are mixed together. Okay. Whoa, and what's that? Okay. Oh, I'm so glad that you're all here celebrating the 1 year anniversary. So exciting, I can't believe it. Adventure. Adventure. M. Smith. Let go of the things that hold you back. And your life force energy will return. And expect transformation. So that a lot of message of encouragement and support there. Okay, Thank you all for being here. As usual, I'm going to go back through the chat and read the next questions. Callum Forsyth. I'd like to get a predictive reading for what is ahead for me in August and September. All right, Callum. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We'll do the Time Traveler's card. August and September. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate your question. And if there are any just listening, not subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And if you previously subscribed, just check if you are still subscribed, because YouTube has this thing of unsubscribing people. So I'm hoping that we can reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I mean, it's tiny compared to others, but I don't care. I like the warm interaction I have with my people. I always say I have the best viewers, the most lovely, the kindest. Callum. Oh, transcending. Some big changes may be coming. Big changes. Changes in a positive way. Transcending your current circumstances. If there's a problem or an issue, overcoming it. Oh, life's an adventure. And look at this one. This one doesn't belong in this deck, but let's see. Family. Family is important as you go through into August and September. Whew. Take strength. And look, breakthrough is on its way. Breakthrough is on its way. Focus. Stay focused and have patience. And let's see. Renewal. Yeah, transformation, renewal. Let go of what's holding you back. Let go of, I'm getting almost at past hurts, past something in the past. Flowing with the seasons. And let's just double check with this. Check with the stick. Rest. So it's a combination of action and rest. And look, protection. You are protected as you move through the possibilities of life. Live life to its fullest. Remember, life's got cycles. Follow your purpose. Follow your passion. This is celebrate your accomplishments, but have boundaries. Have boundaries in your energy field. Don't let everybody in, and people that are draining you. Take note of who's draining you, and shield yourself from that, from being drained in that way. So shield yourself either by spending less time with them, or not buying into their when they pull you down. Wow. So life is full of possibility. That's a beautiful reading, and I love the protection card for you. Keep connected. Keep connected with those that love you. Don't allow yourself to be isolated. Okay. And I just wanted to say to everybody who's encouraged me, you'll remember that I had this problem with my jaw. I've still got that problem. We used to call it lockjaw, but it's much better than it was, and I've been able to get back to choir, which I've been so excited about. Just checking these cards because I feel, I feel like this one isn't the full pack. There we go. I must have done a reading and not put them back properly. Alrighty. Oof. I need to, and there's some more for that one. Okay. This deck here, that was one of the first decks I got. Self-exploration. And then the lady made the second deck, and so I combined them together. I must find where the other half of the combined deck is. Alrighty. So pleased to see Munchie back. Missed you the last couple of weeks. Eliza, I'm just going back and looking for questions. Sydney says, good morning and happy anniversary. Thank you very much. It's like a birthday party. I would love a message from Spirit in celebration, please. Okay. Sydney Observer, Sydney Observer. Stillness. That's about taking time for yourself, for prayer, for meditation. Love your body. Love your body. Let your beauty radiate out. That's about taking care of yourself. But it's all very much a dance card. It's about celebration. It's about movement. And look at that. Oh, I love that card for you. Bright future. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. There's a bright future ahead of you. And when things feel like they're going wrong, it's just a season to be travelled through. Wow, and that one jumped out. Know that you are protected as you face challenges. Wow. Oh, luck. You're right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. Good luck is on its way for you. Let's see. What do the time travelers say? Time travelers. Love. Love. You are so very loved. Don't worry if you saw that come up upside down. I don't read these cards upside down. I don't know how. Some of them have got flipped over. So love. There's love for you in spirit, and there's love for you here in this world. And if you keep walking in love, nothing can defeat you. Life force transformation is on its way. Wow. And that's the Oracle of the Sun. Oracle of the Sun. For Sydney Observer. Purpose. Your life's purpose, you're on the right path, and your life's purpose comes clearer and clearer. And look at that progression. As you move forward, each step is a new step in the cycle of life, the progression of your life. Reformation, that's sort of like being in a cocoon and coming out the other side of a difficult journey. A new person in a way. Vitality. That's very much like the life force. Creation. That could be about relationships, but it could also be just creating the life that you know you deserve. Wow. That's very beautiful. That's very beautiful. Also, if I do a reading for you, please go ahead in the comments and let me know if it resonates. And there might be imagery in the cards that particularly resonate with you that I don't pick up on. Pam McGarvey, hello. You have a nice positive messages. The world needs more kindness. Thank you so much, Pam. Gaze. I would love a general message from Spirit. Of course, Gaze. Of course. Although the messages are at no charge, I just send them with love. I do appreciate any super chats, or if you click into the link, my pinned link, any coffees that you buy me or payment through PayPal. It really does help me. If now and then I need to get new cards or new equipment, that really does help me out. I just get a few dollars a month from the channel, so it does, every bit helps. Gaze. There we go. General message from Spirit. Power. Step in your power and stay in your power. Freedom. Step into freedom. You have power. Oh, happiness. Happiness. You deserve all the happiness in the world. You deserve all the happiness in the world. Truth. Freedom. The truth will set you free. Transformation is ahead for you. Oh, I'm so cold. This vitality card, that's about living life to the fullest. Whatever circumstances you're in, living life to the fullest that you can. And look at that. New beginnings. As you embrace the opportunities in front of you, new beginnings reveal themselves. Welcome. Oh, that welcome. That to me is a card of you are loved and you are cared for. Hope. It's important to have hope in your life because your life is important and worth living. And look at that. There are unexpected surprises in store for you. Let's see what the angels have to say. Oh, gaze. Ooh. Children, not necessarily actual children, but it can be. But it's also about growth, creativity. And look at that. Abundance is on its way. Manifestation. Oh, healing. Do take time to look after yourself. The retreat card. Playfulness. Very important. Ensure that you try and have as much playfulness in your life as you can. And if you think of how kids are very playful, that's the attitude and the energy that helps to move you from one stage of your life to the next. And look at that. New beginnings emerging. And there's the freedom card again. So I'm not sure if it's relating to freedom from a difficult situation or financial freedom or freedom to do something more along the lines of what you love. But yeah, the freedom is a very strong energy here. And it's about being free to guide your life in the direction you want it to go in. And look at that. Transformation, truth. You're a powerful person. And look at that power. Happiness. That's like the childlike energy that I was talking about. Oh, guys, what a beautiful reading for you. I hope you find that helpful and of some comfort, some use. And again, if I've done a reading for you and any of it resonates, please let me know. Sharon Rose, not feeling well. Oh, sorry. I have to leave. Wanted to pop in and say thank you, Rainbow, for all you do. We love you. Oh, thank you so much, Sharon. Let's pull a couple of cards for you, Sharon. Look after yourself, my friend. Boundaries. You need to set boundaries and look after yourself. Yeah. Guard your energy. Sharon Rose. Enlightenment. You really need to rest. Have patience with yourself. So thank you for being here. Please go and rest. Activation. Oh, that's a card of growth, of sprouting, of take care of yourself. Take care of yourself because it's really important to look after yourself to help yourself get well. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you for being here. Alrighty, and I'm jumping back to the top. Oh, Sydney Observer, thank you. That was a beautiful reading. I have been feeling self-conscious and stagnant, so it's encouraging to keep me positive. Oh, pleasure, Sydney Observer. You also, earlier in the chat, you asked if you hope I'm feeling better. Well, I still do have this pain in my jaw coming and going, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. So, yeah, I'm very grateful for that. Very grateful for that. Rose Quartz, hello, hello. Thank you for your congratulations. Blue Butterfly, hello, hello. Congratulations and well deserved. Oh, thank you so much. It's, yeah, there've been times where, you know, I do a video and it's got hardly any views, and I think, oh, is it worth it? Eliza, to my son Rio, can he tell me about his siblings? Are they girls? Rio, 7/18/92. I don't understand the question. Sorry, Eliza, but I'll get a general reading for you from Rio for Eliza. New beginnings, freedom, free from pain, free from struggle, free from worry, just free. He's free to love. Purification, yeah, he's got a very pure spirit of just love. Just love. Let me get my children card. Oh, Munchie, thank you so much. Munchie's done a super chat. You're so generous always. I love you to bits. I really appreciate that. Eliza, from Rio. I share the world with animals which have all kinds of strengths. Okay. Again, I'm getting this of just being cared for. Sleep well and have good dreams. He's a perfect rest. Magic circle. This is almost as though he's watching over and protecting you. Yeah, and because I don't understand the question, Eliza, it's difficult for me to interpret what the energy is saying, but I'll just tell you what the energy is saying anyway. Focus. Focus on life. Focus on life, he's saying. Hopes you have a fantastic, good life. Go with the flow. And it's the Oracle of the Sun rainbow. Oracle of the Sun. Grace. There's just so much pure love that he has for you. Unexpected. Unexpected. Unexpected surprises. Unexpected good surprises. Let your truth be heard. Rest. Look after yourself. Let go and be. Again, look after yourself. Give yourself time to restore yourself. Connect with nature. Okay, Rio, what else? What else? New beginning. Take a fresh look at life. Self-exploration. Spinning fate is the bottom card, and that's about living your life with intention, knowing where you're headed, what direction you're headed in. Sanctuary. Again, very much an energy of you need to look after yourself, you need to protect yourself, connect to your inner strength. You're stronger than you know. So I hope that gives you some help and some comfort. Eliza? Oh, 3 children died in gestation. Okay. Eliza, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's why you were asking about the siblings. Okay, let me go back now that I have more context. Yeah, he's just worried. He's just worried about you and your health, to be honest. Let me put these cards back. Let's see if I get a feeling of gender from the cards. I'm so sorry to hear that you've gone through this difficult thing. But I'm just getting that they're all at peace. They're all together. Let's see what else for Eliza. Rio. Energy. It's the energy of protection. I'm getting very much that he wants to protect your energy. Flow. The love is flowing. And look at that. There's the love. Love is flowing. Acceptance. They're hoping that their love can help you accept the losses that you've suffered. Okay. I'm getting that this energy here is a feminine energy. I was asking what gender energy was coming through, and that's a feminine energy as well. Let's just see what this. We'll use the children deck here. This is called the Wish Craft Oracle. Wish, as in wishing upon a star. The crown. That looks like a princess, doesn't it? Feminine again. Safe. They're safe with me. They're safe with me. They're safe together. Letting go. At rest. Definitely one is a girl, feminine. I don't know if they both are. I'm getting very feminine energy. Time capsule, happy poppet. Those very much look like two female energies, doesn't it? And remember what I said, wish upon a star. Dance the rainbow. The rainbow across the other side. So that does look very much like two feminine energies. But look, loved and happy, resting peacefully. I hope that helps you, Eliza. And thank you for sharing some of your very difficult journey with us. I know it's difficult to come and ask those kind of questions and to give that information. So, Cindy Davis, hello. Can't believe it's been that long already. Yes, thank you, thank you. Oh, Eliza, it's my absolute pleasure, love. My absolute pleasure. Sydney Observer. What was the other channel that mentioned me? I'll be interested. Or wait, somebody mentioned me. I'll be interested. I did do a reading on the whole YouTube drama between the creators. It was very angry energy, and I think there's a lot of misunderstanding. But then again, there's also a lot of direct, hatred. I don't know why. And yeah. Some people have been very nasty to each other, and it's terrible. Irene, hello, hello. Yeah, let me know what any of you think about me doing a bit of a chit-chat kind of video. You know how Andy, Tarot by Andy, how Andy does a bit of what she calls her rant. Sort of like a roundup for the week or something like that. Irene, may I have a general reading, especially regarding my financially. As an update, I'm working part-time as we manifest it. Thank you for your help. Oh, absolute pleasure, Irene. I'm so glad you're working part-time now. Are you enjoying the job? Is it good? Do you want to stay there? Let me see. Change. Whew. I don't know if that's the change that's just happened, Irene. Oh, renewal. Yeah, this is going to be a very good change for you. And look at that. Take back your power. Take back your power. This job is going to be a stepping stone. It's going to be a very good, positive. It's going to bring you stability. And look at that. Success. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You're definitely on the right track there, Irene. Creativity. Be patient. You are protected. Boundaries. Put boundaries on your energy. And look, expansion. Expansion. That's your finances expanding. But I'm getting almost that it's a new success for you to be able to interact with others, to be able to have this this position. Reflection. It's going to give you a bit of financial freedom, but it's also going to give you an opportunity to think about where you want your life to go. Look at that synergy. Good, positive things. And look at the abundance. Look at all those flowers. Look at the abundance happening there. Joy. So I'm getting not only just from the financial perspective, but just generally that this is a very good move. And almost as though the financial side is, I don't want to say irrelevant, but secondary to what a good move this is. Family that's looking after others, looking after yourself, but also spirit looking after you. Contentment. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You're on the right track. Oh, that one keeps chopping out. Diversity. So it might be that you get another part-time job, or this one expands, or some other source of income happens. Summer. Look at that. You're moving into good times. It's about abundance. It's about having more than you need. Fortitude. It's about keeping strong as you blossom. Mystery. You don't always know what's coming. Well, we don't know what's coming. You don't know that. You don't understand the timing, the divine timing. But rather than trying to understand things, doing what you can with what you have is going to lead you to more and to blossom. Beautiful. Wow. That's lovely. I'm so pleased for you, Irene. I'm so pleased. Okay. Oof. And I just received a notification that somebody has given me a tip via PayPal. So I really appreciate you. I'm not sure who's done that yet. I'll have to go in and have a look. But if you want to do a tip by PayPal, all you do is you click my pinned link, and then you'll see my PayPal link on there. Wow. I'm so pleased for you, Irene. That's wonderful. Rose. Many thanks for connecting to my beloved Tom. Oh, he's a treasure. And I will read for you in a minute, Rose Quartz. I just want to go through and see if you've got any specific questions. And there's Tom's energies already here. Transmutation, the phoenix out of the ashes. Let's see. Saskia, absolutely have eased my burdens. I was unemployed. I got a card reading from you on your live and suggested to talk to a friend. She suggested a job I never considered. I'm now in an incredible role. Oh, Saskia, thank you so much for sharing. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. And thank you so much for sharing, because, sometimes the hours and hours that I devote to this channel, I've got so much else happening in my life, and sometimes I think, oh, you're just sitting there playing with your cards, and it's self-indulgent, and oh, it's so beautiful to hear of that I really did help. And sometimes it's, Oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for that. It's an energy exchange when you let me know how things have impacted you. So there's Irene, who's manifested that we helped manifest a part-time job, and Saskia, we helped you manifest a job. That's an incredible job. Wow. Wow. Saskia, sanctuary. Remember to take care of yourself, look after yourself, don't work too hard. Growth. This is such an opportunity for you to grow and share your brilliance with the world. But remember to have fun. Remember to have fun. Oh, take courage, because you are protected. And in the end, there's a world of happiness awaiting you. And this is your flexibility. Your flexibility and letting go of how you thought you might get a job. Wow. Oh, I'm so excited. Irene and Saskia. Oh, now we need to manifest the perfect job for Sydney Observer, and then yeah, we'll have a hat trick. Okay. Pam McGarvey. Oh, Saskia, feel free to ask any other questions also. May I have a message from Spirit? Happy channel birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Pam. Let's see. Transcending. Woof. Transcending. You're stronger than you know. You're strong enough to transcend any difficult situation you're in. Magic. You are the magic. Oh, the truth will set you free. And look at that activation and joy. Oh, and the power is in you. And grace. For transformation. Okay, what all of these cards mean is that the activation card is about pushing through to the next stage. You're on the cusp of transformation. You have the power within you. It's important to follow joy and happiness. And sometimes if we're in a difficult situation, it's difficult to think about joy. I just think of something more like appreciation. What can you appreciate in your life? Give yourself grace. You're too hard on yourself. You're too hard on yourself is what I'm getting from this. Light. Angels are watching over you. The period of growth is, you're on the cusp of it. I don't know if you're in the middle of it, but you're on the cusp of it for sure. Oh, and I love these little family. Look after yourself. Be adaptable. Remember to get balance. And I also just want to say that everybody, I really appreciate everybody, but I particularly appreciate Munchie, because Munchie has been with me from almost the beginning, and Munchie actually sent me some of the decks that I use today. The Time Oracle cards that I use all the time, and there was another one. What was the other one? I think it might have been the Oracle. No, it wasn't the Oracle of the Sun. There was another one that Munchie sent me. Munchie went on my Amazon wish list, which is you can also find in my attached links. What was the other one? Munchie, remind me the other one that you did. Anyway, a couple of my decks Munchie bought me, and also Munchie's been a great, done a lot of financial support and also just moral support, being here week after week after week. So, I mean, even if you just listen and like, that's great support as well. But answered prayer. Munchie, you've been an answer to my prayers. You've been such a great friend of this channel. Okay. So grateful to RM and her generosity and her time and gifts with the readings. Oh, thank you, Saskia. Very kind. Venus, hello. Haven't seen you in ages. Hello, hello. Yeah, I had a time of a bit of illness. And personally, we're going through a bit of a time at the moment where it's a little bit complicated, but I have my attorney firm that does... I won't tell you why, but there's an attorney firm that I still do. I do some overseas work from that firm, and then I've got my job. And my husband works in the attorney firm still, and that firm is struggling. So the job, the place where I'm employed, I asked the owner of that company if perhaps we could do some kind of a merger with the attorney firm. So this is lawyers where I'm employed, and this is attorneys. I trademark attorneys and patent attorneys, which is a slightly different profession. So I can do overseas trademark work in my attorney firm, but not in my lawyer firm, or my boss's lawyer's firm. Anyway, so I spoke to him and I asked him about perhaps merging the two. Then I can do my local work and my overseas work under the same umbrella. But my husband still works in the attorney firm. And so my boss has basically said, absolutely, I'm very interested, send me your proposal. But now we have to work out what's going to happen with my husband. Is he going to come across to the law firm or to the merged kind of practice? Is he going to not work at all? So it's, yeah. So I'm just praying for clarification and how to, we've got this opportunity now. And he's been quite sick, my husband. So, yeah. The problem is that he wants to keep working in the firm, but then he's sometimes not well enough to do the work, if you know what I mean. So that means he gets instructions and then it takes him a while to get to them, and oh, it's very difficult. So I've just said to him, we need to decide now, are we going to merge that attorney firm with the lawyer firm? You know, it's kind of so that we've got under a common ownership with my boss. Is he going to stop working altogether, my husband? Is he going to work part-time? And I think the thing is he wants to keep working in the firm, but he's just physically unwell and he's mentally unwell. So, but he doesn't want to let the firm go. It's a tricky situation. So that's this weekend what we have to try and work out. I think it would be stupid not to make a proposal to my boss to like merge ownership in the attorney firm, so my boss could become an owner in that firm, because he's got a lot of financial resources and he can bring a lot of like admin staff and that kind of thing that we need to this attorney firm. But yeah, my husband wants to still be in it, but he's actually not quite well enough. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, and he doesn't want to let it go. So, I don't know. So I've just put it out there. Wouldn't it be amazing if we found the best solution for everybody, where we all have a win-win situation, where my husband can enjoy himself, can feel like he's valued, but also where he's got time to rest and recuperate and recover and feel better. So my son had suggested that we do the merger and then do it on the basis that my husband takes sort of long-term leave or like a sabbatical or something, and only comes and joins up with us, starts to work with us at a later stage, which is all good and well, but he doesn't want to let go of what he's already doing. So I don't know. Sorry to ramble on. I don't know what the answer is. So Venus, how have you been? I've not been too well, but I'm much better now. M. Smith, your readings are amazing and truly uplifting. Thank you, and many blessings for your insights. Oh, thank you, M. Smith. Callum Forsyth says, thank you, my absolute pleasure. Saskia, may I ask if my Nan in spirit has any messages for me? Absolutely, Saskia. Absolutely. Oh, success. Oh, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Healing. Yeah, she's there guiding you every step of the way as you achieve more and more success, and she's so proud of you. Passage. Yeah, and sometimes we need to remember that life is a journey, and it's just the beginning of your success. Oh, your beauty. Stillness. It's important for you to recognize how strong you are, and look at that strength at the bottom of the deck. Let's see, what else does Grandma have for Saskia? Message for Saskia from Grandma. Nan. Partnership. Learn to grow with others. Overcome obstacles by working together. Touch each other's hearts while life lasts. And look, that's butterflies, and at the bottom of the deck is more about butterflies. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful, and that's metamorphosis. So she's just so proud of you, and you're on the right track. Beautiful. Saskia. Oh, sorry, got to go back to questions. Keeping it clean. Hello, hello. A new subscriber. Love your uplifting readings. Hello. Thank you for commenting for the first time. Keeping it clean. Sia, hello. Oh, my God. Open the doors for you and your hubby. Thank you so much. Sia, thank you so much. Alrighty. If you haven't asked any questions yet, go ahead and ask. Traveling back in time in the chat, and I answer the questions in the order that they're asked, unless somebody leaves me a super chat, then I jump to their question first. Okay, rose quartz. Oof, is my beloved Tom with my dad Malcolm. I haven't been able to sense Dad recently. Okay, I'm getting an intuitive message. I will say what my intuitive message is, and we'll see what the cards confirm. Okay, intuitively what I'm getting, Rose, is sometimes our passed on loved ones don't want us to feel them around us too much, because they want us to focus on life, the here and now. Generosity. Oof. In a way, they don't want to hold us back by having us too reliant on them, if that makes sense. Freedom. Yeah, I'm getting very much that your father will never be away from you, but he also wants you to be free to live your own life, if that makes sense. Miracles. Expect miracles. Oh. And Tom's card did come out earlier, and I was reading for somebody else, and it meant something to them as well. But I just felt his energy and his presence very strongly around me. Let's see. Trust. Yeah. He wants you to your dad wants you to trust in yourself. Activation. Letting you walk on your own. I'm almost getting like, you know, when a child is starting to walk and the parents hold their hands, and then the parents just kind of move a bit further away so that the child can take 1 or 2 steps, and then the child can take 3 or 4 steps. It's almost like that, like your dad is encouraging you to new levels, new heights, healing. He just wants you to be healed. Yeah, so he's definitely there. He's definitely there. He's definitely with you. Flow. Go with the flow. Oh, magic. Oh, miracles. Miracles. Rose quartz. To get the miracle card once is almost a miracle, but to get it twice. Wow. I'm always... growth. Light. He's always with you. You're transcending the need to have to feel him. Just know that he's with you without the feeling. Communication. He's always there. He is always there. There's another deck that I need to get. I'm not sure if this is... Not sure if this is the deck. Let me just... Confidence. He's wanting you to build your own confidence and your inner power. Distraction. It's a distraction card. Oh, I saw it. What happened to it? It doesn't want to distract you. Oh, from having your own courage. It's very interesting reading. Your life is filled with possibilities. It's almost like taking you to a deeper level, unmasking the truth. The truth is the power is within you. You don't need to rely on Dad or rely on feeling the connection with Dad. Joy. They both just want you to have joy. Let's see. Okay. Tom is Malcolm with you. Wow. That's the adventure card. Oh, the stability card. I'm getting almost like Malcolm is the patriarch, and so he brings stability to the situation. Life force energy again. They want you to live in the moment. Rely on your own strength. Oh, it's interesting. It's a very interesting. It's beautiful, loving energy, vitality. That's life. Live life to the fullest. Happiness, truth, and this is interesting because we had another truth card here. Truth. The truth will set you free. Taking off your mask, revealing something. Very triumphant kind of energy. The truth is that they trust you to do the to live your life to the fullest. Yeah, they're always there. It's kind of like, you know, if you go off to college, say, and your parents phone you every day to start with, and then they maybe phone you once a week, and then they maybe phone you once a month. It's just part of life, I guess. Part of oh, there we go. Major Tom, he's there. Love is the ultimate. And it's almost as though you're not feeling your dad. It reflects his love for you because he trusts you to be able to go through the adventure of life and abundance, and to have your own courage, and to step into your own power and be transformed. And you asked, are they together? And there's Major Tom, and there's Dad, an older gentleman. Peace. They're both at peace. Oh, their love for you is pure. They just want you to live to the fullest. Exuberance. Let's see another deck. Reformation. They would wrap you up. Your dad would wrap you up in cotton wool if he could. Protect you from all the hurts of life. Time. Oh, it's not time. That's a compass. Giving you direction, but look at that generosity, and look at the fox has got its baby in its mouth. It's carrying the baby to safety. So he's actually you not feeling him is part of your spiritual growth. Balance. You need to have balance in your life. Guardianship. He's always there protecting you. Kingdom. As I said before, he's the patriarch. And the signals. And that's his communication with you. That's his communication with you. He's always there with you. And this one here says, fragility. Don't be focusing too much on feeling him, because he's always there. You're a limitless creature. You have limitless power. That beautiful woman. Just floating. And I don't know what that is, what that's all about. Orion. Orion might have some significance to you. Acclaim. You are your own star. Oof, and look at that. Hercules. That's Tom's love for you. For sure. He would have given his last breath for you. Hydra Catalyst. Wow. I'm getting very much from this energy that this is a deck that they want me to use. Look at that. Bond. You and Tom bound together for all eternity. Haha. Self-trust. We're back to Malcolm saying it's important for you to trust yourself. Vows. That's your marriage vows with Tom. Freedom. Wow. Wow. And look at that. Pegasus and Pegasus. Your Tom. He's amazing. He's got me to pull a couple from here. Freedom. Purification. Didn't we have another freedom card early on? Peace here. I thought I pulled a freedom early on. You might have to go back and look. I like to see if something's come out more than once. I like to see it. Anyway, freedom, purification. That's pure love. Oh, it's such a beautiful energy. Such a beautiful energy. Strength, power, and look at that. The dragon looking after the maiden. And look at that ball of love. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Trust. And I'm getting almost with this, it's almost like Tom is saying, trust me to take care of Malcolm. As much as I love you and take care of you, trust that I'm always with Malcolm and he's always safe with me. Something back here. Something back here. Look at this. The communication card. Sometimes the communication is strong and you can feel it and hear it. And sometimes it's in ruins like that ruin in the background there. Very similar type of energy. It's almost as though his love, their love for you is even stronger when you can't feel them. When you can't feel your dad around, that's when Tom is even more so protecting him. Go with the flow, my love, and look at that. Transcending. Freedom. Freedom and transcending. Trust me, I will look after your father. I always will, and I always have, and I always will in the future. You can feel free, released from worry, released of a burden, because my love for you transcends heaven and earth, and I will always make sure that Malcolm is not alone, and that he's loved, and that he's cared for. Wow. Wow. That's, I'm floored. I'm floored. Major Tom. Major Tom. Anything else? Acceleration. Love is as pure as it ever was. Or an ecstasy. Ecstasy. You are the center almost of their lives. And look at that. Pride. They're so proud of you. Destiny. Again, this is Tom protecting you, but also your dad, Malcolm. The three of you are bonded together. And look at that healing. Oh, and look, that's that same energy, that energy of the communication. Where was it? This one here, kind of a Greek or Roman kind of energy, and there, and then here, this is the progression. You could feel your dad very, very strongly, and then less strongly, and then here, when you have days where you don't feel him at all, the word there says fear, and you're concerned that something might have happened, but do not fear, because the power of Tom's love will always make sure that you have a connection with your dad. Creation, the Eagle Nebula. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And look at that. The two men to your rescue. Tom and Malcolm. Oh, it's almost as though it's a learning curve for you. It's a spiritual growth time. But remember, the two men are always there, and look how they are together always. Wow. Thank you so much, Rose Quartz, for being here and for always supporting my channel and for letting me read for you. Yeah, you know, I've read a lot of spirits over the years, but Tom is one that really I feel I connect with almost in a more special way, and that's just because of the strength of your love for each other. It's such an honor to be passing messages. It's like in the old days when they used to do telegrams and the telegram operator would receive the message and then pass it on to the family member. I feel like I'm the telegram operator. And it's a weird thing to say, but when I finally depart this mortal coil and I go to the next world, I know that I will be meeting up with the spirits that I've read, and I must say I am looking forward to meeting Tom and Malcolm, especially Tom. He just what a man, and it's also that the two of you are a part of a puzzle. You know, people say, "Oh, he completes me." Well, that's how the universal love between the two of you is. Wow. Anyway, power of my love for you. Power. Okay. I could read Tom all day long. I really could. Such beautiful energy. And for those of you that I'm not reading and you're just listening, these readings also have a deeper meaning. They also, if they touch you, they touch your heart in any way, they're meaningful for you, they resonate with you, because they're immutable truths in the world. And so you can feel a reflection of what your own deceased family members might be saying to you as well, even if I'm not specifically reading for you at that time. The love is universal. Okay, let me just take a breath. Okay, Sia says, happy anniversary, dear. Thank you so much. Saskia, yes, a drop trifecta. Yeah. And that's, I always tell you about the energy of, wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be amazing if you just open your energy field to possibilities? And I find it works better if you're not too specific. So you might say, wouldn't it be amazing if I get a job with ABC company in the accounts department as an accountant? That's one way of doing it, but I prefer to go, wouldn't it be amazing if my dream job came to me? Wouldn't it be amazing if I found my dream job? Wouldn't it be amazing if my dream job found me? And honestly, the job that I've got now is, I could not have imagined a job like this. It's a most unusual position where usually in my industry, You know, you go into another firm and they've got all their processes set out, and you kind of have to fit in with what they do. You don't have freedom to create. But in this position, I've created a new department in a bigger firm, and I've got the freedom to basically do what I want with it. When I needed an assistant, they gave me one. Oh, and then he quit, and then I got another one, and she quit. Nothing to do with me, just youngsters not having staying power. The one quit after 2 days, which really was frustrating. And now I've got 2 assistants, and yeah, I asked for, well, I decided I was going to go for some people who are slightly older. I didn't want ones that had just come out of school. So anyway, let's see. Pam McGarvey, I'm in the waiting time. It's like something is around the corner. Absolutely, Pam, absolutely. And sometimes the waiting takes longer than we hope, but or often it takes longer than we hope. But don't give up. Don't give up, and just keep being appreciative of what you've got and having that energy of, wouldn't it be amazing? Munchie says, thank you, Rainbow. It was my pleasure. Oh, you're always so wonderful, Munchie. You're always so wonderful. And I've got the kitty cat that you sent me. I love my kitty cat that you sent me. Munchie sent the kitty cat. And my pendulum, you sent me a pendulum as well. And just for the moment, I'm not sure where it is. It's here somewhere. I've just got too many cards. I need to tidy up. Sia says, I'll send special prayers for you, Rainbow. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, just really praying for wisdom and guidance as to the best way to go forward with the work-wise. Especially work for my husband. So, you know, and now that I've got the new job, we can afford for him to stop working. So I don't mind if he stops working, but he either needs to stop working or he needs to focus on his work, you know, even if it's like 2 days a week. But at the moment he's trying to do it and he's not well, and he's getting frustrated because he's not getting the work done, because he's not well, but he really needs a break, but he doesn't want to let go of the business we built up for 21 years. So, yeah, I don't know what the solution is. Because it sort of depends on his health. He doesn't know if he's going to feel better or not feel better. That's part of the difficulty. Munchie, you can't remember what the other deck was that you bought me. I know I did a video. When you bought me the... Actually, I think it might have been this one. I think it was this one. I don't see the cover for it. The cover. Yeah, Munchie, I think it was this one. This is the, something about the forest. Something. I'm terrible. I don't know the names of my own decks. I think it was this one. This one I use all the time. All the time. Found the other half of my... This was my first... This Goddess Dream was my first Oracle deck that I ever bought. And... then I merged it with the Goddess Dream and then the Goddess Miracle. The Goddess Love. I merged these two together. These were the... Okay. Munchie, you are away. Because you are hungry. Well, fair enough. Keeping it clean. So glad that you're here and commenting. Sia, may God open doors for you and your hubby. Thank you, Sia. Yes, and he has opened the door because the boss, who owns the company that I'm now employed by, he's basically said, tell me what you want. Because I've suggested that he becomes part owner of our attorney firm, which for complicated legal reasons has to be separate from a solicitor's firm. So the attorney firm, patent attorney firm in Australia, patent attorneys is where you only do patents and overseas patent and trademarks. But the lawyer firm can only do legal work for Australia. Anyway, it's a little bit complicated, but there has to be these two structures. So we just have to, it's almost like going to taking a kid to a toy store and say, choose something. Or, no, telling a kid, you can have whatever you want for Christmas, but the kid doesn't know what the options are. So we need to come up with a sensible, practical option that's going to be workable. And then it also comes down to how are we going to integrate our systems into their systems. We do still have to keep the patent attorney side separate. So, yeah, so we do have options. So I'm very, very pleased. Keeping it clean, you'll find that this is the very best community on the whole of the internet. Everybody's wonderful and loving. Saskia says, gosh, thank you. I definitely feel Nan around me often. Patience is something I'm working on. Yep, she knows. And you know what? She's going to send you some little tests so that you can practice patience. It's kind of like when you start riding a bicycle. If you don't practice, then you never get it right. So you might find some situations where you become impatient. Pam, I'm a bookkeeper. It's been my experience men need a purpose to stay well mentally. I hope there can be satisfactory result for his work. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that, Pam. Look at that. Care, self-care. Yeah, and I feel very strongly that if because he's been working from home for years, I feel very strongly that if he comes into the office of my employer, if he comes into the office a couple of days a week, he will be able to focus, get his stuff done. He'll be a different person. He really will be a different person. That's the impression that I get. But the problem is he's lost a bit of confidence because he's been unwell. Also, his mum lives in a granny flat on our property, and she'll come into his office in our house when he's working, and then she'll come with 10 problems that she's got, and she expects him just to drop everything. I think he needs, I don't want to be mean, he needs to get away from her. He needs to have a bit of distance, rest. Yeah, he needs a rest from her. Sia says, I have my angel prayer room and love doing prayers for others. Oh, thank you so much, Sia. That's wonderful. Dillygaff, hello, welcome. Saskia, thank you for sharing about yourself too, Rainbow. Sending you and your family lots of protection, happiness, and healing vibes. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, and good news about, that I have a transgender son. So for people who don't know about it, it's somebody who's born female but identifies as male. And he had a double mastectomy late last year, and you all got me through that. It was devastating because, a healthy young person having such a severe surgery, which he saved up for and paid for himself. So, I support him 100%, but it was very distressing, and I was very worried about him. Anyway, he was working full-time last year, and in a job that he really, really loved. It's call centre for Centrelink, which is basically the social security agency here in Australia. And it's amazing because most people can't do that job, but he's so caring about other people. He likes to help them. And then his health went downhill, and he couldn't work anymore because he's got disabilities. And then he had this major operation. But he's become a lot better recently. And so he reapplied for his old role, but as a part-time. And when he left, he tried to convince them to take him on part-time, and they said no, they couldn't do that. But so now he's reapplied for the role as part-time, and they've taken him back. So now he's working part-time at this job that he absolutely loves with people that he loves, and he's got to retrain, which is 7 weeks full time, which is really taking a bit of a toll on him. He's just finished week 3, but he knows that he could probably push through the 7 weeks, and then he'll be down to part time. And yeah, so that's an amazing miracle. He's just so happy, and he's actually just moved in this last week with a group of 3 other friends. They've found themselves a house, and they've all moved in together, so that's exciting news. Kitty Cat Meow. Hello, Kitty Cat Meow. How are you? Congratulations on my 1 year. Thank you so much. Rose quartz. That really helps. Thank you. He always wanted me to develop my own independence. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, that energy was very much coming through, and it's very much like, for him, it's really obvious. Letting go. Let go. Stand on your own 2 feet, girl. It's not, you know, as parents, it's not like the person's being cruel to you, but it's very much like they want you to develop. Put it that way. Okay. Rose Quartz says, I'm sensing a change in me, as if there is a change in my energy. I don't seem to require as many signs as before. That's right, and that's what Tom and Malcolm are wanting you to, it's more like when you've got faith that they're there, you don't need the signs. The signs are fun, and they're good, and they're helpful. But just to have faith. Faith is trusting in what you can't see, basically. So it's having faith in them, having faith in God, Spirit, the universe, whatever you call it, but also having faith in yourself. So, yeah. Let your truth be heard. Kitty Cat Meow. Truth always sets people free. Isn't that interesting? Kitty Cat Meow wrote that a few minutes ago, and I'm just getting to it in the chat. And look at that. Let your truth be heard. The truth always sets someone free. Wow. Rose Quartz. I feel a lot calmer inside. Rainbow, you're validating what I'm sensing. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like it's like they say, you've got this. You've got this. Okay. Rose Quartz. When Dad initially passed, I felt him all the time. Yeah, and it's just remember that analogy of kids going away to college. You know, initially you might want them to text you every day or phone you every day. And look at that, the one that's just flipped out. Opportunity, expand your horizons. And I'm talking to Rose Quartz here, but I'm talking to other people as well. These cards are just flipping out as we're chatting. So it's not, yes, it applies to Rose, but it applies to lots of other people. Insight, be open to enchantment, be open to insight, be open to new opportunities. As people were saying before, finding a job in the most unexpected way. Oh, Kitty Cat Meow, you didn't ask a question. If you're here, then please do ask the question. I needed the signs in the early days to hear from him. I love him dearly. I don't need the signs as much as before. Yeah. Which deck has the Pegasus Freedom card? That was this one. It's a Stacey DeMarco deck, Oracle of the Universe. I believe, yeah, this is, and this one, it's got all the, this is got all the constellations, nebulas, stars. So the Oracle of the Universe. So if you're thinking of getting yourself a deck, Rose Quartz, that might be the one. And look at that, guidance, bright star. This is the one that had the Pegasus, the Pegasus Freedom, with all the constellations in it. It's interesting, I have not used that deck very much, but it just caught my eye earlier. Okay. Irene, thank you, Rainbow Mystic. Yes, I am enjoying work at this place, which is a company where I retired from 5 years ago, praying that I will be able to stay with this company. Thank you for your help. Oh, that's lovely, Irene. That's lovely. I'm so glad you've gone back. It's almost like you've gone back home. Regina Valerie, thank you. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much. Yes, time does fly. Has it been a year since you started this channel? Yeah, I had, it was just sort of a dormant channel that I just used to watch other people's videos and stuff. But it's a year since I posted, since I first posted. Lucy Nagra, hello. Haven't seen you in ages. Thank you. Thank you for your happy anniversary wishes. That's great. Rose Quartz, those two got on so well. Your dad and Malcolm, your dad, and Tom. That's lovely. Lucy Negro, I will never forget your reading on my dad and his message to me. It gave me great strength and comfort. Oh, thank you so much, Lucy. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you. Munchie says, Rose, your connection with Tom is beautiful. I got to admit, when you asked for a reading from Tom, I start singing Major Tom. Yes, exactly. Major Tom to ground control. Bye, Sydney Observer. Thank you very much. It's called ground controls, Major Tom. Yeah. Alrighty. Munchie, could be. I picked the ones I liked from your Amazon list. Yeah, I think it definitely was that one. I don't know where. Oh, heaven only knows what I've done with the with the cover. I'm just trying to find which one that was. No, I don't know. Righty-ho. Okay. Dillygaff. I've had an excellent breakthrough with my dog. It seems like she's not going to be an arsehole for good. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic, Dillygaff. And I think, again, that energy of wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be amazing if this dog turned out to be sweet, obedient, well-behaved, beautiful, love, peace. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Dilly. I know you you struggled. You struggled with that dog. Lucy Nagra. You are fortunate to have a boss who is so kind and understanding, but you deserve the best and waited a long time to find your ideal job. Yeah, it's amazing. So he's a very successful businessman, and he's had this law firm for decades, and then he decided he was going to expand into Brisbane, and so he's basically, people with smaller firms, if they want to come in and create a department and use his resources, he's encouraging people to do that. So if anybody from Australia knows any small law firms that want to join up and be part of something bigger, especially if you're in Brisbane, let me know. Email me on my rainbowpyramid8@gmail.com email, because yeah, he's looking to expand, and it's so wonderful to be part of something bigger than just my tiny practice. Pam, your husband needs to go into the office. He will be the better for it. Yeah, I agree. Karen Coulter, hello. I was listening from the car and couldn't type, but I'm home now. Happy anniversary. Oh, thank you. And here's to many more. Oh, Lucy Negra, I love you, Rainbow. Well, I love you too, Lucy. I love you too. I love you all. It's just, yeah, I've been through some tough things in the years prior, but yeah. You know, you were all here with me when my mother-in-law had her stroke in December, and yeah, we all have difficult times, but I think we're always better together. We're always better as a whole. Let me know if anybody else has any other questions. Otherwise, I'll just keep pulling some random cards. Transcending. It's important to transcend our difficulties and not be caught up by them. I'm distracted because I'm really looking for the cover for these cards. One of the things with the new job is teaching me not to be too fixed in my ways because it's not my company, you know. So he gives me a lot of freedom, but then there's some things that I don't get to choose. And I just have to remind myself, well, you know, it's not my company. Just things like, you know, the way that the accounts team operates and that kind of thing, which is, I have an idea that would be more efficient, but, you know, that's the way they prefer to do things. It's not the end of the world, and I just need to be a team player when it comes to that kind of thing. So look at that, enlightenment. Moving to the next to the next stage in development. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Truth. The truth is, it doesn't really matter how the accounts operate. Patience. We all need to have patience. This one here caught my eye. Mystical healing. I haven't read a lot with this card because I do find some Ina Segal. I find some of her cards to be quite difficult. I had another deck of hers when I first started reading cards, and there were a lot of what I considered to be negative cards in that deck, and I actually threw out all the negative cards, which I wish I hadn't done now. Because sometimes we need to have sort of a balanced approach. But this Mystical Healing Oracle, let's see what it has for us. Show self-respect. Oof, that's interesting. Who here is not looking after yourself? Yeah, sometimes I'm not as tidy as I should be, or yeah, I skip having a shower because can't be bothered. Show some self-respect. Oof. Okay, what do you do that you need to do that you're not doing? Maybe are you eating right? Are you going for those walks that you want to go for? I'm just going to let honey through. Just give me a second. I'll be back. Hang on. Hey, honey bun. Do you want her?
I was just letting her through.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. Oh, hello, honey. Hello, honey. Oh, hang on. Don't lick me. Don't lick me. Oh. Okay. Come back. Come back so you can be on YouTube. Okay. Oh. Okay. I hope I don't lose you now. Honey, come back. Come here. Hello, internet. Say hello to the internet. Hello, my darling. Hello, my darling. That's her blanket that she's pulled out of her bed. Come here. Honey. Come back. Come back. Yeah. Say hello. Oh no. Now we're on. Change to the wrong orientation. I hope it's going to change back. Oh no. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay, where were we? Mystical Healing Oracle. Transform anger. Oof. Who's carrying anger? Hello, honey bun. Who's carrying anger? And if you carry anger and resentment in you, it just festers. I must say these cards have got a beautiful feel to them. They shuffle very nicely. Are you angry with yourself? Are you angry with somebody else? For me, the biggest thing for me is disappointment. Like if I have an expectation and things don't go quite how I expected. Break addiction. Ooh. And we can be addicted to all sorts of things, can't we? We can be addicted to internet. We can be addicted to anything that takes our life out of balance. At one stage, I was addicted to every day doing readings for myself with the cards and not really focusing on what I needed to focus on. I said not focusing on what I needed to focus on the higher truths. We can all sometimes wallow in our difficult situations, but yeah, the higher truth. We have so many blessings. Listen to your guardian angel. I don't know why I don't read with these cards. Awaken your vulnerability. Yeah. Our angels are always guiding us. And if we can't hear them or we don't know how to hear them, it's often just your intuition. A new idea comes, something that you hadn't been thinking about at all, and just suddenly out of the blue something occurs to you. Or you might see an advert. For me, billboards are a great one for messages. It'll just catch my eye and there'll be an image or a word on there that really gives me a message that really helps me. Assimilate life experience, yeah. We need to be wise, I suppose. And awaken your vulnerability. One of the most vulnerable things I've ever done is start this channel. And look at that. You have support. I was feeling isolated, lonely, and I thought if I could help one other person feel less isolated and lonely, if I could support somebody else, then I would feel like my life had meaning. You know what I mean? Contemplate death and beyond. Oof, that's a bit of a that's a bit of a heavy message. I suppose that's more like, what legacy are you leaving on this earth? Love your body. Definitely look after yourself. And what did I say about intuition? Listen to your intuition. And you are becoming more objective. I find that's one of the things that really helps me. If I step outside of my situation and I think, if I was advising somebody else in this situation, what would I be saying? Or if I just kind of look like I'm on the outside looking in. Unlock your heart. Wow. Okay. Lucy Negra says, my son and daughter-in-law found their forever home and are now settling in. Oh, lovely. Their desire was to have a baby, as was mine to be a grandmother. But she is having problems. Okay. Let's ask the children card. Lucy Negra, son and daughter-in-law. I love to have beauty in my life. Look at that. Send letters out to the universe. The wishing tree. My wishes grow big like a tree. So this is all about having the energy of, wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be amazing if my daughter-in-law was pregnant? Wouldn't it be amazing if my daughter-in-law had a healthy, happy baby? Honestly, have that in your mind in the morning before your feet hit the ground, and in the evening before you fall asleep. Don't dwell on it. Don't worry about it. Don't fester on it. Just say wishes. Putting the wishes out there. Wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be amazing if she had a healthy, happy baby? Wouldn't it be amazing? That's my tip for you, Lucy Negra. Put it out to the universe, and we will all pray for you. We will all pray for you and your daughter-in-law and your son. Dilly Gaff says, hello, honey. Lucy, honey's adorable. Yeah, I don't know why she's rushed off. Normally she stays with me, but anyway. Yeah, when she says she needs to visit more often. She sleeps in the room with my my oldest son, who's 22. He now has quite a serious girlfriend. And so, before I started this channel, well, just when he started university, when COVID hit. So he went to university for a couple of months, and then everything shut down and they had to study online, and that was just terrible, and he was failing, and he dropped out for a bit, and then he restarted and he went to a different university, but then he wanted to do online because that's what all he had been used to. And he had some drug problems, and it really was, it was a very, very difficult time trying to help him navigate this, and he lost all his friends because he was drunk one night and he threw a bottle at one of their cars, and so then the whole friend group unfriended him and he was isolated. So it was really, really devastating. And then sort of a year or so after that, he started to work a bit harder at uni. He started to have some self-respect. He managed to get off all of the drugs, and he's been clean for 2 years now, I think, 2.5, 3 years maybe. Probably, yeah. And so, yeah, he's been clean for a while. He got medical assistance for his insomnia. I went with him to the medical appointments, so that was good. He accepted help. He started working very hard at university. He started getting like 80%, 90%, 95% in some of his courses. He's always wanted to be a psychologist, so that's what he's studying. And then about eight months ago, he met a girl, and he said to me, "Mum, I think I'm really in love." You know, he'd had a few hookups like the young people do on those dating apps, but yeah, nothing really came of anything. But this girl, so now she spends most of her time at our house. She's lovely, and they can't bear to be apart, and then he'll take her home. She lives an hour away, and then within a few days she's back. So it's so sweet to see, and he's encouraging her to be a little more ambitious because she's worked as a checkout operator, which is nothing wrong with that, but he just thinks that she's got more potential than that. So anyway, so they have the dog in their room, and then when they wake up, they let the dog through, and yeah. Oh, take positive action. Sometimes we pray on a thing and we dwell on a thing and we get a bit stagnated. We don't actually move forward with it. So there you go. Sometimes we have to take positive action. Roberto, Nita, are the readings still open? Yes, absolutely, Roberto. Go ahead. Go ahead. Ask a question. Lucy Negro, my sister is angry a lot of the time, and sometimes I have to get away. Anger is a futile emotion. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. one of my prayers is for my kids to get along there was one time when my older was drunk and he pushed the younger one around, and now the younger one doesn't like to come home anymore. So, I mean, that was years ago, and he's off all the substances now, and he's not really drinking anymore. But yeah, it's wouldn't it be amazing if that relationship could be completely healed? Yeah, he's and the thing is, for him, he's been studying psychology, but he needs to do an honours year at the end of the degree. So he's been doing it part-time, but that's fine. And he's been a great help to us around the house. He's been chopping wood for our fireplace and mowing the lawn. We've got a sizable property, and so yeah, he looks. I've got my mother and my mother-in-law living with us. My mother's in a granny flat attached to the house, and mother-in-law is granny flat a little further from the house. And my oldest, he'll go and he'll make sure that that they're well and they're fine, especially with my mother-in-law. She's a very difficult woman, but James has got a good way with her, and yeah, so he's wonderful. He's wonderful to her. And so he needed to get a certain grade in his primary degree to be able to qualify to get into the honours degree, and his grades were not very good. But in the past year, he's done so well, he's made up for the poor grades, so he does now qualify to get into that honours year. And he's got this semester left, and then next year I think he's got one more, and then he can go into that honours year. Minimise guilt. If you've done something wrong or you've gone down the wrong path, there's no point in feeling guilty about it. Hello, Mother. Yeah, and so that's just my mum going through. She's turning 88 this year. Ground yourself. Reverse disassociation. Oh, that's interesting. Sometimes we get so divorced from the situation around us that we're not plugged in. Learn from karma. Experience rebirth. Yeah, it's never too late to start again. Temper your criticism. Don't be a critical spirit. Don't be critical of yourself and of others. Relinquish control. That's what I was saying before. It's quite a spiritual journey for me at this new job. I'm used to being the boss and making all the decisions, and especially with the way they do their accounts is different from what I'm used to. And I think their process is not as streamlined as it could be. But I have to relinquish control because it's not my company. So there you go. Lucy Nagra, I'm calm. I always try to diffuse her anger, but it can be hard. Reading news articles set her off. I have learnt not to argue with her. I say nothing and try to distract her. And Lucy, sometimes we have to understand that the only behavior that we can control is our own. We can't control the other person. So you can control how you react to her, but you can't change her behavior. So, and it's not really your responsibility to do that either. So if you are loving, but also don't let people walk all over you as well. It might be that you might need to say, oh, for my own mental health, I need to take a walk or whatever. Let her know that it's not acceptable. Let her know that it impacts you. Yeah, that's... I'm not saying being mean. I'm not saying engage with it. I'm just saying it's quite fine to let the person know. So, yeah, I've had a family member recently who they are going through some struggles. I know they're going through some struggles, but then they ended up not doing what they said they were going to do. And I don't like to be critical. I don't like to nag people. So this particular family member, I've sort of not taken them to task about it because I understand that they're struggling. But then it's got to the point where the more I've let it slide, the less they've required of themselves. So in a way, I think, is this my fault that I haven't been sterner with this person? And so most recently, I've said to them, listen, you said you were going to do X, Y, Z. You've done none of those things. And, you know, if you say you're going to do a thing, I expect you to do it. Or just let me know that you can't do it. That's fine. I'm not saying you have to do it. But you need to hold yourself to a higher standard. And I think sometimes it is important to hold those that we love to a higher standard as well. And so it's fine to talk to her when she's not angry and just say, you know, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed by the emotion at times, and sometimes I need to take a little break. And so I'm just going to let you know that when I'm feeling like that, I'm going to say, I need a break. That's nothing to do with you. It's to do with me. I'm finding it overwhelming. And then leave the room or whatever it is. So it's like with this person, I've recently said to them, you know, I do expect more of you. If you say you're going to do X, Y, and Z and you don't do any of them, well, that's causing me a problem. Either do it or don't say you're going to do it. And so I think, in a way, because this person is struggling to get some momentum in their lives, I think in a way me being so easygoing has not helped, because they've become stagnant, and then the less they've done, the less they want to do, if that makes sense. They can't seem to bring themselves out of the depression that they're in. And it's you know, it's probably time for them to get more help than they've already got. I mean, they've seen medical professionals, they've got medication, they've had, you know, behavioral therapy and all of this. It doesn't seem to be making them any better. And the less they do, the less they want to do, and the less they hold themselves to account, the more depressed they feel, because they do less, and therefore they feel that they're accomplishing less, therefore they feel worse about themselves. So when we're dealing with difficult people, sometimes we have to let them know. And I'll give you another example. My mother-in-law, she is a very difficult person. She's very confrontational. She's very insulting, personal insults. And that's not how I was raised. And, you know, when we used to visit them at their house, she would be like this, and there's nothing I could say. But when she's in my house, and I told her this years ago, you do not speak to people like that in my house. That might be how you act in your house, but in my house, we don't talk to people like that. And it caused a bit of a palaver and a, what would you say? She was very unhappy with me, but I was very strict about it. And, you know, she continued to do it for a bit. But after a while, I would just say to her, listen, we don't talk to people like that in this house. I'm not prepared to have you talking like that. You're a guest in my house, and these other people are guests or family members, whatever it is. I'm not accepting that behavior. And then, you know, I would sort of turn a little bit away from her and then start a different conversation with everybody. So I wasn't kicking her out. I was just calling her out. And she really has not been vicious like that in years and years and years. But yeah, it's sometimes you just have to teach people how to treat you in certain respects, and sometimes you have to teach them a new way. Create boundaries. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exactly what I was talking about. Release fear. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to tell people if they are negatively impacting you. So when my son had the problems with his addictions, when they were in full force, when he was not in an episode, I would say to him, you know, you're negatively impacting the whole family. And I think that was what led him to change. Practice positivity. Yeah, you can tell people that their behavior is unacceptable without being negative about it. Examine your integrity. Is there anything you're doing that's contributing to the situation? Access clear thinking. Yeah, and it's important, I find, if you're in that kind of a volatile situation, it's important to have a plan before you go into the situation. So my mother is like a saint. She's 87 years old, and she's the kindest, sweetest, most patient person I've ever met in my entire life. But my mother-in-law knows how to push her buttons, and I've never seen my mother angry or upset with anybody, ever, unless somebody's insulting her family or her children. But my mother-in-law can certainly push her buttons. And, you know, my mom started to say things like, oh, but she always says this and she always does that. And I said to her, you know she's going to say that. You know she's going to comment on, I don't know, your new haircut or whatever. Think about it in advance and have something to say in advance. So think of a response. So I'm just trying to think of a good example. You know, she might criticize my mother's haircuts and my mother gets very upset. I say to my mum, you know she always criticizes your haircut. So now next time she does that, what are you going to say to her? You know, rather say something like, oh yeah, it is a bit short, but I really like it like that, or something like that, something to diffuse the situation, so you're not being reactive to the attacking kind of energy. Step into the unknown. Yeah, having a bit of a plan. Stop breaking agreements. This is if you say to yourself, I'm never going to do that again, or I'm not going to support this behavior again, then you go back and do it again. Okay, let's see if there are any other questions. Yeah, a lot of you are saying you're not angry kind of people. And I think sometimes when we're easygoing, people can take advantage. So we need to be careful about that. Saskia, heading off now. Looking forward to your next video. Thank you very much, Saskia. Bye. Irene, will my granddaughter be successful in the architect program, which she starts first year of 2 years this July? Okay, let's see. Granddaughter. Irene's granddaughter. What's this? Oh, those cards are... And look at this, Irene, on the bottom of this deck that I was just shuffling. She needs to develop stronger concentration, so get into the habit of studying, and look at that. It's a yes. It's a yes. Will she be successful? It's a yes. Assimilate your life experience. So it's about, not just about the course, but it's about her lifestyle and her life experience and what she can bring to the course. Access clear thinking. She needs to, see, develop concentration and access clear thinking. If she focuses, she really will do well. She really will do well. It's almost like it's in her hands. It's almost like she's in her hands. It's in her hands, the solutions, the answers. Let's see. I don't know why I haven't read with this deck in such a long time. It's the magical something or other. I really need to find all my boxes. Metamorphosis. This is going to be life-changing for her. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. Yeah, this is going to transform her life, and look at that. Remember the source of all love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. Although it says reconciliation, I'm getting very much that this is acting in love. This is her really putting everything, all her energy and all her love into the course, doing her absolute best following the guidance, and even helping others. And look at this friendship. Be with the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Keep those and let the others go. I'm getting she's going to be making some good friends. She's going to be making some good friends on this course. We'll do a couple in this deck, and then I'll move on. Truth. The truth is, it's down to her. Patience. She needs to be patient, even with the aspects of the course that she doesn't find that interesting, because it's going to be, it's her time to shine, basically, is what I'm getting. Activation. That's the best card you can get for answering that question. It's when the seeds start to sprout and they push through the ground and they sprout and then they start to grow and then they blossom. And look at that. Happiness. Happiness. Oh. Sorry, I just want one of these little kitty cat cards. Adaptability. It might not be exactly what she thinks it's going to be, but she needs to be adaptable. And faith. You need to have faith. Step back a little, and let her do her thing. And look at that. Tenacity. She's tenacious enough to be able to make the best of this opportunity. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Do let us know how she gets on. Munchie, is your mother-in-law my mother-in-law? Kidding. Not really. Yeah, I always sort of in my heart, I thought that I would have a mother-in-law that would be like a second mother to me, and I could call her mom, and we could go on girls' days together. But I know she's a damaged person. She told me once that her mother hated her. And I mean, if you grow up thinking that your mother hates you, it's no wonder that she's got problems. But still, you know, when you become an adult, you can choose to carry that energy with you and perpetuate the hatred, or you can choose to be a good person. Roberto Nita, you didn't ask your question. I was waiting for your question. Oh, general reading, please. Sorry, I missed it. Roberto, I hope you're still here. Sorry, I missed it. I'll do a quick general one for you, Roberto, because I know you need to go. Union. You have seen and unseen allies. Draw upon their strength. Join forces with friends and flourish. Stillness. Give yourself time to rest and recover from life's difficulties. Happiness is in store for you, but you do need to be patient, because my dog frightened me, because Spirit is protecting you. Honey, enough. Come here. Because honey, come here. Spirit is protecting you. You are protected, and happiness is in store, but you might need to have some patience and surround yourself with allies and friends. Okay, sorry about the dog barking. She only does that if she sees somebody outside, so she might have seen the kids. We've got a caravan outside, so when I say the kids, that's my oldest son and his girlfriend. They might be going to the caravan. They have like a little rumpus area there. Okay, I'm winding down now, so I'm probably not going to do any more readings, so I might pull some general cards for all of us. Saskia says, thank you for your time. You need to head off. Okay, bye then. Bye, bye, bye. Where was I? Roberto needs to go. Lucy says, I am a coward. If she really gets to me, I'll walk away and tell her I will see her tomorrow. Munchie says, Lucy, you're not a coward. Walking away isn't cowardice. It actually shows great strength. You should be proud of how you handle the situation. Exactly. And Lucy, may I invite you to change your self-talk and your energy around when you walk away. Please, I don't want you to be thinking I'm such a coward. I want you to be thinking I'm a strong person, and I'm teaching her that I will not allow her to treat me that way. Expansion. It will definitely expand how you think about things. It will expand the relationship, and honestly, it will be so much better for your health if you do that. Grounded. Helps you to stay grounded. Make sure you've got your own space to be still, to be calm, and look at that. Miracles and healing will follow. Miracles and healing will follow. So I invite you, please, to change the thought and the energy around when you walk away. When you walk away, just say, wouldn't it be amazing if her anger was miraculously healed? Wouldn't it be amazing if her anger was miraculously healed? Wouldn't it be amazing if we could miraculously heal our relationship? And walk away. So, okay, we'll do a few more for the community here, and I'm going to go back to my very first cards that I had. Whoa! Release, ignite, release your potential. Everybody, follow your intuition, and be calm and quiet. Let you give yourself time to have those stillnesses. Opportunity, expand your horizons. Yeah, Lucy, very strongly, when you walk away, you need to be saying, I'm walking away with love. I'm sending her love. Wouldn't it be amazing if she knew just how much she is loved and she didn't have to react angrily every time? Nurture and restore yourself. Yeah, and that includes how you talk to yourself. I don't ever want you to think that you're a coward, because you're not. Your life's journey is a sacred gift. Enjoy and treasure every moment. Oh, look what I said. Seize the day. And you have bright futures ahead of you. Wow. Follow your life's purpose and your dreams will manifest. And sometimes we say, I don't know what my life's purpose is. I can tell you. I can tell you exactly what your life purpose is. Your life's purpose is love. That's it. Simple as that. How can you show love to other people? Yes, you might have some gifts, you might have some strengths, you might be good musician and bring healing through music, or you might be good at art and bring healing through art, or you might be what you consider to be an average, every person with no discernible talent. And you know what? That average, ordinary person, you're special, you're unique, and you do have a talent. You have a talent for love. You have a capacity to make others feel good. Not everyone wants to be or can be a star or a famous person. And in fact, I believe that those of us that live fairly ordinary lives are the ones that make the biggest impact in our community. And look at that. Know your strength. You're stronger than you know. You're stronger than you know. Follow your intuition, for sure. Let go. Let go of things that hold you back. Be gentle and take care of yourselves. New beginnings. Awareness. Look around you and see what you see. Look and see if there are any opportunities in your life that you're missing. Anything that you're taking for granted. Anyone you're taking for granted. Follow your path. Have the courage to follow what you put in your heart. Passion. Burning with life's passion. Ooh. If something lights you up or energizes you, that is something that's giving you a hint on the kind of thing that you should be doing, and not necessarily as a job or anything like that, but just to make your life interesting and fun and worth living. Because when I started doing the cards, I found that I didn't have much energy for anything else because I was very depressed, but I did have energy to do the cards. And then one day when I was reading cards for myself, I thought, if I just recorded this, because I could never remember what I found, and I tried to take photographs and I tried to write it down, and it never really worked. So I thought, if I record it, then I'll be able to rewatch it. And then once I had the recording, I thought, if I put it on YouTube and one person watches it and one person gets some, I don't know, healing, comfort, joy, entertainment from it, then that'll be great. I will have helped somebody else. And now I've got, 3,700 people that have joined the channel as members, or no, as subscribers. And I've had 400,000 views on my videos. And of course, the channel's been going for 1 year. Calmness. Let things settle. Ah, Lucy, let things settle. Yeah, you can't be reactionary. So remember to try and restore your inner peace. Insight. Be open to enchantment. This is what I always say. Wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be amazing if this relationship was healed? Wouldn't it be amazing if doors opened and the best job in the universe came laid at my feet? Wouldn't it be amazing if my daughter-in-law or my daughter was able to fall pregnant and I was able to get those grandchildren I've always wanted? Wouldn't it be amazing if my child found the love of their life? Wouldn't it be amazing if my child or my grandchild found their way in life, found their passion, found their purpose, found the thing they wanted to study, found their dream job, found their dream person? Flow. Go with the flow. Safety. Remember, you are always safe and you are always loved. Even in difficult times. And look at that. Begin now. We can pray and meditate and be grounded and go into stillness, but we also need to take action. So do what you can with what you have where you are right now. Do what you can with what you have where you are right now. Don't obsess over something you don't have. Do what you can, and then, I guess, let go and let God. Do your part and trust God to do his part. Her part. Their part. All right, my people. I love you very much. Thank you for being here to celebrate my 1 year on YouTube. And may the angels walk with you.